In modern society, we are bombarded with advertisements and convenience options that encourage us to indulge in sugary, high-calorie snacks, disregarding the importance of balanced meals and healthy habits, ultimately contributing to the decline of our physical health. We Spartans understand the triggers of the modern day diet. Because of this, we can make better and healthier choices. This gives us control over our diet and fitness goals, and in the process develop a strong foundation for our physical and mental well-being. I always made sure I didn't have any snacks in my house, like chips or chocolate bars, because I knew if I had them, I would finish them the same day I bought them. And this was my problem, so I just never kept them around. But when I went to friends, this was a different story, because I've got one friend who has always got a lot of snacks in his house. He has like this whole basket basically of snacks, of chocolate, M&Ms, chips, all kinds of goodies. And when I went to him, I would always snack the whole evening. He would even complain, yeah, you're eating all my snacks. And it was true, I was eating all snacks. So I would like binge eat like crazy once a week when I was with him, and when I went home I wouldn't eat any snacks. And apart from eating snacks, when I just ate normally, I would just eat what I felt like. You know, I would eat 4 slices of bread during the day and normal dinner during the evening, and I would like barely reach 2000s, maybe even like lower than that, I don't know. Or I would just eat way too much. I would eat with friends and I would just get stuffed until I couldn't eat anymore. So one day I would like skim 1800 calories, other day I would be like 35, even 4000, 5000 calories because of snacks. That was until I discovered a perfect method to actually hack my diet. And I still use this method. And I see a lot of people like this. People just eat whatever they want, and this is okay. But if you have like goals, especially fitness goals, you don't want to be eating whatever you feel like. You want to have a certain control over your calories. And there are people who do want to have this certain control over their calories, but they just don't want to calculate everything they eat. They don't want to put all their macros in this app every time they eat. They don't want to calculate all their protein, carbs and fats and stuff like this. They just want to eat. They just want an easy method. But they don't have an easy method, so they just eat whatever they want. And this is a huge obstacle for many people, also like myself. I used to be on this plateau where I just couldn't get any further because I wasn't actually eating properly. Because after I did eat properly, it helped me get through this level and actually level up. So I've got this method which I use, and this method actually got 5 meals in them. So at the moment I'm at 2150 calories, and this is because I'm cutting, but I've got 5 meals and they're basically pretty low calorie meals. And these 5 meals, 2 of them are set in stone and they don't change at all, but the rest, these 3, I can switch up. So in the morning I will have my oatmeal with protein powder, and I really like this, so I don't switch it up. And in the afternoon I will have a wrap with chicken and salad and stuff like this, and this is also great, so I just keep it in there, and the rest I can really switch up. For example, for dinner I will just get a certain amount of carbs, then I will get a certain amount of veggies and meat or fish, and I can just switch it up. I can switch up my carbs. For example, do I want rice, do I want couscous, or do I want spaghetti? And I can switch up my veggies. And now, which fish am I gonna do? Am I gonna go for mackerel, salmon, or just some chicken breast? So I'm using this template. As you can see, there are 5 different meals and you've got different options. For example, at dinner you've got a few options for carbs, a few options for your veggies, and a few options for meat. And with these options you can make thousands of different combinations. You can even choose to do 2 types of veggies. What I always do, I always eat 200 grams of vegetables, and I will eat, for example, I would eat 100 grams of maize and 100 grams of carrots, I don't know. And one little tip, for example, when you're cutting and on 2100 calories, you can get quite hungry in the process. So what I do, I have a certain hack to make the food look bigger. So I always eat oatmeal with protein powder and 1 kiwi and an egg in the morning. But what I do with my oatmeal, I just make sure I put my oatmeal and I mix it with hot water, and then I stuff it like 3 minutes in the microwave so it boils up. So it actually gets bigger. And then I put the protein powder in, and afterwards I put it 3 minutes in the microwave again. So actually 50 grams of oatmeal will actually be a whole full bowl of oatmeal. And this looks really great, and it takes a long time to eat. But it is actually it's like 400 calories max. And that's not a lot. So what if you still live with your parents? Can you implement this method? I would say yes. Just eat whatever your parents are eating for dinner and just take this. Just switch out. Just trade your parents' dinner for the dinner you are supposed to eat. And this is also the same when you, for example, decide to eat with some friends. Just switch this meal. It isn't a big deal, but make sure you don't eat more than these 5 meals a day, because if you do, you will overshoot your calories. So this is a great method to make sure you are actually reaching your calorie goals. Just make sure the amounts you eat are the same. For example, in the morning 50 grams of oatmeal, at 12 o'clock you will be eating a wrap with 100 grams of chicken and filled with a salad. So what I always eat in the evening is 300 grams of soft cheese. It's a bit like yogurt, and I mix this with 70 grams of muesli, and I put 60 grams of mangoes or pineapple in there. I will put a link up in the description so you can check out my diet plan. So remember, Spartans, eating healthy doesn't have to be a science. It can be real easy if you just have a system and commit to your system fully. Don't cheat, be no weakling. You are the one that controls your body. Don't let your temptations control you. Spartans, prepare for glory.